Hello, wrestling fans, boxing fans, and everybody out there. How are you? Ride time, wrestling and boxing forever. Let's get into it. Today we're covering the sport of boxing. Um, Shakur Stevenson defeats Oscar Valdez in a very exciting fight. But in my opinion, I just think Shakur Stevenson, um, to steal a phrase from Rocky, he had the eye of the tiger that night. He was just he was just on point. He refused to lose. He was just hungry to win the championships. Um, Earl Spence picks up the WBA belt. The only belt that's left is the belt that's held by Terrence Crawford, the WBO champion, Terrence Crawford. And Spence is going to have to fight Terrence Crawford. Now, Spence has no more excuses. There is no more across the street. There is no more Bob Arum holding it back. There is no more excuses. If he wants to be undisputed, he's got to fight Bud Crawford. Bottom line. And here's the plot twist. Keith Thurman says he wants to fight Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford. But my thing is with one-time Thurman is he only had one fight, and that was against Barrios. To his credit, he won the fight. He's a good fighter, really good fighter, but he hasn't been active enough to start calling out Earl Spence or Terrence Bud Crawford. He wants a fight with Earl Spence. And he wants the boxing fans to wait, because he wants that fight with Earl Spence. I don't think that's going to happen. I know it's not going to happen, because Thurman hasn't fought anybody in a good minute. So he has to be active. If he wants to consider himself a top contender again, he's got to get back in the ring. He's got to fight. Period. There is no just calling people's names out and expecting people to put things on hold. That's not going to happen. Andy Ruiz at the Staples Center. He'll fight King Kong Ortiz. Louis King Kong Ortiz. Now, he signed with Trailer, and he has a fight coming up. Now, Andy Ruiz thought that he was going to get out of the fight with Louis Ortiz by leaving PBC. But PBC got their lawyers involved and said, this guy has to fight Louis Ortiz. Now, after he fights Louis Ortiz, what he does is what he does, but he has to keep this commitment. And it's going to happen, I believe in August sometime, in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Tyson Fury knocks out Dillian White with an uppercut. Um, like I said before, it's a shame that Dillian White had to wait so long to get this opportunity. Um, but Tyson Fury knocks out. Tyson Fury is still the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Now, there's a couple of places that he can go from here. He can fight Alexander Usyk for undisputed. He can fight Anthony Joshua, or he can let Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk have their rematch and then fight the winner. So it depends on it. It's gonna be exciting to see what he does from here. And let's talk some lady boxing. Katie Taylor defended her ladies championships against Amanda Serrano. That was 10 rounds. Very exciting fight. Very exciting. And Carissa Shields is getting ready to fight the girl that beat her in the Olympics. So, as far as Katie Taylor's fight with Amanda Serrano, I believe that fight deserves a rematch. It was fan friendly all the way through. You got Luis Ortiz about ready to fight Andy Ruiz. Luis Ortiz coming off of defeating Charles Martin. Andy Ruiz coming off of fighting Chris Arreola. So, Shakur Stevenson winning a belt at 135 pounds, defeating Oscar Valdez. You got Charlo calling out David Benavidez, calling him all types of names, B's, P's, and everything else, calling him all types of names. But we all know how the Charlos are. We've seen this before with Danny Jacobs. We've seen it before with Demetrius Andre. We've seen him call out names and nothing happening. So, the Charlos to me are not even worth talking about. In my opinion, Brian Castano should already be the undisputed champion at 154. So, ladies and gentlemen, on a side note, the NWA on June 11th has Always Ready. They also have Power Trip 2 coming. I'll get into that in my next video. Everybody, have a vision for yourself, have dreams for yourself, shoot for your dreams, aim for your vision, and don't let nobody tell you it's not possible. Some words of encouragement and positivity. Ride time. I'm out. Wrestling and boxing forever. Everybody stay positive and stay happy and appreciate the little things in life. Ride time. I'm out.